everybody, I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. Welcome, welcome. I got in a little bit earlier tonight. Yay. Which means I'll get home a little bit earlier. About 45 minutes earlier, which is nice. If you are here, say hello so that I can welcome you to the live stream. I'd love to welcome you. Anyone? Oh, I gotta catch the, I do have the chat on. Okay, awesome. I'll wait. Anyone here? Anyone? Well, I've waited a couple of minutes here. So I am actually going to make an announcement while I wait for people to hop on. So if you're catching the replay, it is kind of important. I'll post it as well after the live stream tonight. I am actually going to change my time that I start the live. Starting next week, I'm going to actually join you guys a little bit earlier in the day. I'm going to start my live stream at 2:30 in the afternoon instead of after the shop closes. I'm going to actually be joining you during shop hours, and but I'll be in a different location. I won't be out here in the shop. I'm going to be back in the office, and so it'll be a different. I'm hoping to leave the shop earlier so that I don't have such late evenings. I already have one late evening every week, and then I have a late Saturday night once a month when we do crops. And I'm trying to reduce the number of late hours that I'm staying here so that I can carve out more time for my family and myself as well. I need some self-care too. And so that's one of the changes that will be made. We'll start here 2:30 Central Time every Thursday. And I'll change all that information into YouTube. And I'll also make a post here and on Facebook. So that will start next week. And I'm really looking for it next week. Let's see, today is the 9th, Thursday, April 9th. So that would be Thursday, April the 16th that will start the live stream. Yay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm bringing you a project that is, well, first of all, I want to talk about how this, I know that these dies, this paper, this was a last year selection of paper from Echo Park. I wanted to bring out some things that you might actually have on hand, such as these papers and these dies that you might have purchased, but you haven't used them yet. So I'm here also to encourage you to use your stash and just give you some inspiration. So I'm actually creating these pop-up, on display pop-up dies from Concord and 9th, along with this gorgeous paper, Secret Garden from Echo Park. And we have it here in our little clearance bin, reduced price. was $17, it's now $11.50, and I just want to let you know that if you spend $100 or more, we do have a coupon code at the bottom of our homepage. It's under shipping, and you can get an additional, there's a code there, and you can get an additional 10% off your purchase, and that includes anything that is sale. If once your cart reaches, I have a hair, sorry you guys. Once your cart reaches $100 prior to shipping. So, yay. And if you're in the state of Missouri, you know, you're going to have taxes added to it. So that's prior to taxes and shipping. So, saving some money. An additional savings is really, really nice. Okay, so I'm going to kind of show you these dies first before we start. This, I've cut out everything except for the hello. I have, yes, I have everything. So this die cuts out, as you can see, there's a lot of flaps and a lot of, hello, Lindy, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Yay. So it cuts out this piece, which is the pop-up part. And I'm going to kind of show you. I bent it this way, and I put some tape on it prior to the live so I could remember how it goes together. And I'm going to make my little mental note that these flaps come up over the back. So it looks like this, technically, when you die cut it. It looks like a bunch of shutters. So it kind of looks like this when you die cut it. And then you're going to like fold on all the score lines. And because there's score lines here too, and there's score lines here. And Concord 9th has a really nice video out on how to use these as well. I just wanted to inspire you with these. Instead of just plain old cardstock, why not try some really pretty patterned paper with this? I need to make sure I get that scored a little bit, burnished a little better. So now I will tell you that this paper, it does have some cracking that's going on. I'm not going to worry about it so much because their Concord 9th has created this little front piece that goes on here. And it's going to cover up a lot of that when you put that on. So I'm not worried about it. The other thing I want to make sure I note, so you're going to cut a piece of that. And then you're going to cut these two pieces together because the outside portion of this does not cut out. It only cuts windows. So you're going to line these up together, tape them down, and you're just going to nest them in together, tape them down, and run them through so that you can get your window, which is really nice. This also can create a little background for you if you just wanted a little background. Plus, you can go, instead of making this a pop, I know this paper is gorgeous. I love it. So this piece and this piece can work really nice together if you want to create this and then a plain piece for just the background. You don't have the pop-up portion, just a plain card with that. So just different ways of creating these is really, really helpful to know. I just wanted to point that out. And there's vases and there's greenery and all the things. And you'll see them as I pull them out. This piece is the piece that you would die cut and glue all of your books to. And you cut this out 4 or 5 different times with different, you know, actually probably, I only cut it out 4 times, but honestly, you could cut it out 3 times and kind of alternate them or whatever, 2 times, 2 different colors of cardstock, alternate them, whatever you want. So, yeah, because you get a lot of different pieces. I'll have a lot left over to create for another project if I wanted to do that. This little kitty cat, oh my gosh, look at this little kitty cat. There's a stamp in here to stamp its little face, or it could be the back side of the kitty. You don't have to do a face on it. But I have to tell you, I decided not to add this cat to my project. I was playing with this earlier, and I wanted to see how the cat would turn out if I used some alcohol markers. And I made my little Tora Jean. But I didn't really want this on this project. I'm going with a little white cat with maybe a little gray around the edges. And maybe my kitty won't have a face. I don't know. We'll see. But I had to just show you my little Tora. Isn't she cute? This looks like my little tortie, long-haired tortie that we got from Skip and Lindy. She's so pretty. Anyway, I just wanted to show you. That was fun. That was kind of, so getting your alcohol markers out, creating the different shades of cats that you want to create would be really fun too. So I think there's even a hello die. I did not use the hello, but that's kind of cute. I am going to use the on display stamp set that coordinates with it, and I'm going to use I Think You're Wonderful. I think that makes a nice little Mother's Day sentiment. We don't always have to say Happy Mother's Day. We can actually say what we think and what we feel instead. For example, I hope you have a very good day. That's a great Mother's Day sentiment. You are a lovely human. And I thank you for being you. These are all great ways to honor a mother for Mother's Day. So I just wanted to think outside the box. So I have die cut all of these. You have some greenery here. And I'm going to I'm going to actually use the backside as my little cheat sheet. I've used the green. All of these pieces that I have die cut have come from this paper pack, this Secret Garden, which is kind of cool. I wanted to use some patterned paper instead of solid cardstock, so I just thought it'd be fun to do that. The only thing that I have is white is my cat. And let's see, I've got, vases and just different things that I've die cut with different colors of cardstock from this paper pack. And it'll all coordinate together. Yeah, I've got more in there. There's more stuff in there. And we'll pull those together. There's another vase here. That's cute. Here's some greenery. There's more greenery in there. I'll be fishing through. Here's another vase. These are all just really different. What else did I thought here it is. Okay. I'm going to actually separate these items out because this is my book. These are my bookshelf pieces. Here's my heart. That's going to go on my globe. So these are really cute, fun little pieces that we'll be playing with. Okay. Set those aside. Yes, this paper is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to turn that over so I have my little cheat sheet here. There we go. And I'm just going to separate things out. My greenery along down here. And all my fun elements and things. Put that there. This goes here. And yeah, that works. Okay, so the first thing I'm actually going to do is not that. I decided that I wanted to have a, I know, she's a gorgeous cat. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's just so beautiful. Anyway, so I want this to be in my background. This is one of the pattern papers that I absolutely love from this set. It's my favorite sheet, and I wanted that in my background, and so this is going to come right over this. I thought it would be so cute together. Anyway, okay, I digress. Put kitty over here too. All right, so I'm going to put this together. I need to stamp this first. I was going to do it directly on here, but I think I want a little bit more freedom to move my sentiment so I can have stuff at the top. I also need to be careful about placement so that it doesn't go over an A2 size. So we'll think about that as well. Put my shorter items on the top. I don't know, maybe some books and that. And we have like a lot of leeway for books and things. Little short, yeah, these little short vases at the top would be cute. So, yeah. I know that what's it, Laura Basson, who did the video, she kind of warned that some of this stuff, if you put it at the top, might make your card go up longer. Well, that's okay. You could put it in 5x7 envelope, you know? I don't know if I'm going to worry about that so much. It's more about having the freedom to place things at the top. I think I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it in white. We'll do that first. Maybe I don't. All right. While I have the stamp wheel out, I should probably just take care of my cat too. If I'm gonna put his face on, I'm gonna do it with a hand. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna do, yeah, I will do that later. Okay, I need some cardstock. There it is. So, stamp, this is fine. Pop that in there. Let's do, I think you're wonderful. So, I'm gonna bring this closer to me. Spellbinders has come out with a really cool tool, you guys. It's a little toolkit that you can move your stamps around without them jumping everywhere. Oh, isn't that annoying when that happens? Oh, I forgot to bring my little die cut strip over here. Whoopsie. I'll have to hop up and go get that. Yeah. I can't wait to use it. It's down here in the drawer, but this one's not really needing it so much, but I'm anxious to give it a try. When you're trying to like put pieces of phrases together and they're all falling everywhere, oh, so annoying. When you're trying to get it straight or just annoying. I think that looks great. I might do it one more time. Just to seal the deal. Yay. Okay, let's pop this out. And I'm gonna go over here and get my crash, bang, boom. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, I think we have something small enough right down here at the bottom that will work. Possibly. Fingers crossed. It's not gonna make it, is it? Bummer. But this one might. It's kind of wide. Kind of nice to have it smaller. Here, this one will work. Then we'll run it back through. Okay. I don't know what sizes are over there. We're in the middle of classes, so we're gonna go with what we got here. That turned out nice. You might need to come up a little. All the fussing we do just to make it look party. I think it's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna fuss with it too much. Here we go. I do like my little Scout. It gave me a little bit of a shout when I first started using it, but now I really, really like it. It's actually my favorite little mini because I can fit more on it, and it does cut really nicely. So. Great. So now I'm going to tuck that back in, but tuck it around this time. So I think I demonstrated this for you last week. So, oopsie, I don't really want too much here. We need to go the other direction, don't we? That would help. So I want it to have about the same amount of space down here that I do up there. That's too much. I think that's good. And so I'm going to tape it here and all the way around so it doesn't slip. And then I'm going to look on the back side, make sure I'm in the groove, exactly where I need to be. And I'm just going to tape it to hold it. Not anything special, but just holding it in place. And we're going to place the die right here so that we don't have to go all the way through. We just only come to where this part ends. And you can pretty much hear that I got it. So it's cut. And now I can just take that off. There it is. Perfect. And I think it looks wonderful. It looks great. And now we have our sentiment. We have a little bit more freedom as to where we can place it. Yay. I don't think we're gonna need this again. Okay. Now that I decided I didn't want to stamp it directly on there, we can come back to putting this piece on here. I'm going to start at the bottom because I think my base is just a little bit short. I want to be able to trim it off the top and not the bottom because this is going to come directly to the bottom. See what I mean here. The other thing about this is it's kind of got a book. These are like, we're creating a little bookshelf, and this paper kind of has a book theme to it. So it's kind of neat that these two kind of can tie in together. Really pretty pieces of ephemera. This is my favorite piece of paper in this whole pack. I absolutely love it. If you're new here, we have the fire department right across the street. So I'm a little bit wide. So I may need to trim off, otherwise I might be going too far. Might be a little bit of a, it might fool us. Might feel like we're a little too far over to one side than we need to be. So I'm just gonna trim that off. Nice. And there it is. Okay. So I eyeballed this earlier to see, yeah, it's a little bit, we're a little bit short at the top. So I think I'm just gonna trim that off right now. Why wait, right? Why shove the card into a guillotine after it's all been done? That's kind of nerve-wracking. Bring it as far down as I can. Just, I think that's good. I didn't quite catch it at the bottom. That's a lot of layers. I'm a little off at the bottom here. Got it. And this is heavy cardstock too, so that was a lot of layers. Okie dokie. Are we ready? Now we're gonna put this part on last. We're gonna actually go ahead and layer up everything on this part and then adhere it at the very end. So let's go ahead and do this. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to, we're gonna do our foldovers. This scares me. So we're gonna pick these up, like hoping I do this right. And we're gonna fold it over. And these are gonna be peeled off. So like I said, I put tape, and there's even a little, like a picture guide as to where you need to put your tape as well. I don't know if I have that on my website, but I could put that on there. Now, see, I used the 1/4 inch tape, and I have a little bit of sticky, and I don't know if that's gonna be an issue. I don't think it will be, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So we're gonna do these last two. So those came up and over. These last two, this one's gonna come over. Because when we put this down, we want this to lay flat. Okay, hold on here, guys. Yep, that's exactly what we want. So we want this to lay flat, and then we want it to kind of pop up, okay? I had this one just a smidgen off, but that's okay. So here we are. Just making sure. Hold on, I gotta think this through. Nope. Does it need to be the other? It does need to be the other way because we want it to go like. We want it to all move this direction. That's right. Let me pop it up. Okay, yep. All right. I'm gonna peel the tape off, fold it over. Y'all, sometimes these little mechanism things can get you. And now you know why doing it more than once is important. I watched the video, so we should be safe. Okay, we should be safe. All right. So I'm gonna line this up. I have the little edge here inside my mat, and I'm just gonna line that up exactly where it meets, left to right. And then I'll bring it down for the rest. And we want it to be flat. The most important thing is for it to be flat. And this is where we say a prayer that I did it right. And I did. Woohoo! There it is. And it kind of looks like it might be slightly unstable, but it's not. You just kind of move it. And this will help stabilize it quite a bit when you glue this on as well. So, and now you can see how I've got some of these pieces in here that look a little, they kind of, I don't want to use the word tear because that's not an accurate description. It's just, it cracks. And so it's not a solid core, but this really helps fix that. And you're going to have other things in there as well. So the only place you probably would see it is up here. So there. Shoo, I know, it can be a little nerve-wracking. I'm not kidding. I'm like, I know I saw it that way. The important part is to get it into your head how it's supposed to actually move. And it does fold flat. So that's really, really nice to have a flat folding card, a flat mailer that is actually quite dimensional. It's really cute. It's really pretty. Okay, let's do this. Now we're gonna do the part where I think little kitty could go kind of like in one of these little places here. So here's what she was talking about, is that if you put kitty right up here at the top, you see how kitty's gonna go, flat. The only way probably to get around that, yeah, kitty cat is not gonna. So the globe probably shouldn't go at the top. So we'll put the pieces together. I do know I'm gonna have my sentiment up here somewhere, but we're gonna, this is a bigger piece. So kitty cat, the globe, this one, these go here for this. I'm thinking we could probably put one of these small little vases up. No, we don't want that one because that's tone on tone. So I've got my little cheat sheet here. This actually goes inside of this, like so, and then some plants. A plant can come from that. So, but I don't know if I care about the yellow being up there. I didn't even think about that. We could put some books up there if we wanted to. That'd be kind of cute. Just a small stack of books. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. This is supposed to be like a something that you would put your little, what do you call those? Little crate. It's supposed to be like a little, looks like a little crate. But I think they've used it in this sample to put like a plant on, which is kind of cute. So I might actually put this little crate up here, kind of tuck it in there, and perhaps maybe use it, let's see. So I think this base goes, this one goes with this. And then this little guy goes in here. And then we have this one that goes in here. So this might be cute to have a little, just a little something something here. Yeah. I think I didn't think this through. I'd have probably cut out some different, I could still do that. I could still do some different paper for up here. I could probably get some pink paper for a vase with that. Okay. This is probably the hardest part, is trying to figure out where everything is going to go. And I think I want little kitty to kind of go right here. So that's where I'm going to put kitty cat. Let's get kitty cat. I've already got some gray ink on this. It's kind of dried up. And I was just going to kind of go around the edges with it, just to kind of give it some, got some Twilight ink. I'm just, doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm trying to decide I want kitty cat to be kind of turned like they're looking inside. And I might just want to do the back side. I think I like that. Just a little more ink in places. Kind of smoothing it out. I like that. That's cute. Okay, no face. I'd just rather not have the face. Okay, so let's put kitty cat right there. Let's just glue her there. And I'm going to have her tail hanging down just a little. I think that's cute. So, get some glue in here. You know what? I am going to bring her up just a smidge because she's sitting, and it would kind of looks funny if she's not sitting. Yeah, I need to get the glue off of there. And that's sticking. And we can just go right along this edge, just a smidge. There we go. And I can lift her tail just a smidge there at the end to give it some dimension. That's cute. Okay. Yay, we have one piece. Let's glue all this stuff together. So if it was my cat would definitely be bothering the vase. So I'm going to put this little vase here. There. Let's see, where else do we want? I'm going to do the globe. I think I'm going to do globe. Oh, cat could be spinning the globe. Yeah, that's what my cat would be doing for sure. That's what Pete would be doing. He'd be spinning the globe. 100%. This little heart can go on the globe. Super cute. I think the intention is to put it on there centered, but I have a little bit of pattern there from the pattern paper, which I thought was, it turned out really cute to have it there on the globe. So, yay. I'm going to put the globe down here. The cat is done spinning the globe. Oh, Lindy, I have to tell you, he is kind of into getting into John's candy lately and running off with it. It's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I've had to cut him off a few times, stop him from doing that. All right, let's put together okay. I'm gonna put some books on the other side, I think. I may need to die cut another background. Look at me, you guys. I put it on the wrong side. See? Here we go. Oh, that cat. He is something else, I tell you. He took off with John's sweet tarts last night. He took off with his peppermint candy too. I caught him. I'm like, John, you need to figure this out. Stop putting your candy where he can get to it. All right, so these two, I kind of feel like, well, this first one can go in. I'll put this first one in. This paper pack even has two different shades of green, which was perfect for the greenery. I love that. That was great. I think this one can go, yeah, because there's a slit here. So this goes kind of down and tangles in with it somewhat. Yep, it does. That's kind of cool, you guys. There. I am gonna attach it here too. He is ornery. He's really ornery. Bad ornery. I might just do one here down at the bottom or up over here. I'm going to do this one here, and then a small one over here to the side, and then one over here. Okay, because we need to get our books 2. Yeah, he's sweet and ornery, all rolled into one. And he's a little love bug. That is for sure. He loves to snuggle. Snuggly little love bug. I think this little one would work just fine. Okay. There's a little slit in the base. Not sure if that is just like a... I don't know why I did that. I got glue on the back side. So this one can go right next to the books. Hip hip hooray. Cute. Very cute. I love it so far. All right. We could go, I think I'm going to do this. You can turn this either direction, and I think I'm going to do this direction. Just like that. You don't want it to go. Well, you could do it all the way down, couldn't you? You could. There wouldn't be anything wrong with it, like it's sitting inside its little spot. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to do. And put some glue here. And now this fits here. Super cute. Oh, I really like that. Just like so. And then we'll put our books here. Okay. Oh, these colors are so cute, you guys. I absolutely love these this color combo is just gorgeous. And that's kind of what I was trying to do, is let the color pack, the paper, do all of the lead on what colors I used. So now this looks like the that one. I don't know, you guys. I'm not very good. Looks like it's this one. I can use the cheat sheet, couldn't I? They're supposed... And go figure, y'all, it's the books that have got me stumped. Can you imagine? Just imagine that. Oh, well. Okay, I have my longest piece, and it's still not as long. And honestly, it might just be a backer, and it's supposed to, oh, because it slides over. I gotcha. Yeah, okay. So, using the ones that kind of fit size-wise. We just kind of have to, it's a puzzle. I think this one goes here. It sure does. this one, where is my blue? Is this? Yep, that's the one. Okay, so I'll kind of show you this after I'm done putting them together. But maybe my orange one is last. Maybe I'll do the pink. I think I'll do another pink. So there's some details stamps here I wanted to point out. You could actually stamp your books with some of these detailed stamps that are on here. I don't know if you can see that. And that would be cute. I'm not going to do that with this. It's completely up to you. But we're just going to go ahead and do this. One at a time. And I am going to try these new tweezers in this pack. So this is the pack. And I'm going to stick it on the website. I have some really nice fine tweezers. They're not reverse. They're just regular tweezers. So very, very fine. And I'm just going to give it a whirl, y'all. I'm not good with tweezers, but I'm going to give it a whirl. These are nice and fine. Now, reverse tweezers are nice to hold things if you have some issues with like arthritis and you can't squeeze things as easily. That is kind of nice to have the reverse. We need to come up just a smidge. Here we go. So I'll kind of show you. So I plan on using my little label maker and putting on the tip here what each one is, but it does show you, like this is a pick tool. It's a nice little kit. It's, like I said, it's not on the website yet. Well, if I can get it open. Y'all, there it is. So here's the tool that you can scoot your stamps with. It's silicone, which is kind of neat. And then let's go back to the pick. Yep, or no, this is a gem picker, so to pick up your gems. And here's your poker. There we go, a little pokey tool. Kind of nice. Little set. And then it comes with 2 extra gem picker tool, or wax tips. So, and then some nice fine tweezers. I've kind of wondered if it's perhaps maybe the fact that I don't do well with reverse ones, as some people don't. I don't know. But I also think that reverse tweezers are kind of nice to have. But maybe my brain just doesn't work that direction. Who knows? Oh, y'all. So my books should have been over here, but that's okay. they can actually sit willy-nilly. I think I'll probably just die cut another one, and I'll just be aware that, well, no, we'll just set them there. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. And I've changed my mind. I think I want yellow at the end here. Here's my little yellow. Is this my small yellow? It is. And I can also put my glue here too. Perfect. Whoa. Now, if I'd had something that, like, for example, this, if I could, I might still be able, can I get my books there? I could set a stack of books there, couldn't I? I could, if I trim it off. I still want my books here though. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna trim that off. I'm gonna do a workaround. So I'm gonna trim this off. And I'm gonna pop it under here instead. And then that way my books can just sit right there. Like so. There, maybe. I think I need another little piece here. A whole bridge across there would be really, really helpful, in my opinion. Some glue here and some glue here. There. Here. I'll stick the rest of that here. And then it's a little bit more stable. Do they mess with your head? Sometimes they can, you know, I've heard people say that. I have. All right, looking cute. I think the last thing I was gonna do was put some books up here at the top. See a little bit of white there and it's gonna bug me. Oh, it moved. So there we go. We're good. I think I will attach that behind there as well. And now it won't be so wobbly. There we go. All right. We're almost there, folks. Put some books here. Let's see. I'm going to do my own thing with books. I mean, that's really a nice little handy thing to have, but don't forget, it needs to tuck in on the right side. So when you're putting all of your stuff together, be aware of that. It's a nice little tuck in. So I'm just gonna actually glue down and stick some books up there at the top of my shelf. Just willy-nilly, and I am gonna leave myself a little spot at the bottom to kind of, I'm not gonna do a whole lot. Because I don't want to be too, sorry folks, I should do this right here where you can see what I'm doing. And I am gonna trim it. So, of course I have glue everywhere. I think I'm just gonna go with a little blue at the top. So instead of 5, I see now the issue, because now we're gonna, I can fussy cut it. I can fussy cut it. It's going to be okay. And that is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fussy. Just kind of take that. Take that. And let's get that out of my way. Just come in there, kind of tear that away. And then I'll come in here, tear that away. Whoops. You should probably get that out. Now, I'm gonna just come in here like so. You can make things the way you want to make things, right? And now, that little bit of white is going to drive me insane. It's good enough. All right. Glue this up at the top. And now we don't have too much interference with our sentiment. And there we have it. We have a book, we have that, and we have our little sentiment up here, and bada bing, bada boom. I actually think that's what Laura Basson says, which is she's the one that did this little thing for her demo. It was her on the demo for this, so that's kind of funny. I'm gonna center this at the top. A little more over. There. I think that's good. Makes me happy. Woohoo! Yay! using tools, yes, and glue-free. It does, although it doesn't bother me too much. But if I do get glue on my hands and I have a little ink on them and yeah, and then we have, okay, so one little tip here is you're only gonna go on the frame part. Don't go anywhere above that. So like I did here and here, and I was just like, oh, don't do that. Because otherwise it's gonna get stuck. Hope that makes sense. All right, let's pop this on. It does sound like floor passing, doesn't it? Bada bing, bada boom. Making sure it's straight. That's why I like glue, liquid glue. Helps me keep things straight. I'm gonna kind of press down just a little, not too crazy. And there it is, folks. What a cute little project that is. Ugh, I love it. Just love it. Yay. Super cute. I love it all. Yay. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. What a fun little thing to do. Yay. And now I have all these books that are left over for the next project. Yes. I just put them in a little Ziploc baggie and I throw them in the package there. They're all ready to go. Okay. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I'm saying you guys, I'm just assuming there might be more people watching that aren't chatting with us. But thank you, Lindy. You're awesome. You're such a steadfast friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Bye. I wish we were together and not on the web. The webs. All right. Take care.